I'm ready to podcast.
Yeah.
Are you ready to podcast?
I am, yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I'm ready to podcast like a boss.
What does that mean?
Okay, check this out.
What does that mean?
All right, check this out.
All right. Oh, he's flossing?
Yeah.
I think he's flossing.
Of course I'm flossing.
Why?
I learned how to do it.
Oh, you're not that good at it.
Okay, it's because I'm doing it wrong. Okay?
I thought you said you were learning how to do it.
I said I already knew how to do it, and I can do it. I'm just doing it wrong right now.
No, just right now?
Yeah, because you're fucking watching.
We'll do it right.
Give me a second.
Okay. Oh, God. Oh, I'm so afraid you're going to hurt yourself.
They do this on... They do this on
You're so out of breath.
Yeah,
I can't believe how out of breath you are.
Because I was doing it correctly.
I can't believe how tired you sound.
They don't tell you how hard it is because it's a fucking video game character doing it, but when you do it, it actually takes a lot out of you. Hey guys, sorry, we're back. I got a really important phone call. I had to take it, and
you didn't have a phone call.
What was that?
You laid on the floor for 20 minutes.
Okay.
You laid down.
But while I was down there, I made a phone call.
I didn't see you make a phone call.
Okay, that's probably because you were too busy being the most fucking unsupportive partner in the world. So
this is because when you asked to use my asthma inhaler, I said no.
It's not.
I said that's for medical use. It's prescription. No, I'm unsupportive. Great.
And you're only slightly out of breath.
You're a bit winded from doing very little exercise, I have to say.
What was that? It was like a tweet that I was like, it was about your inhaler. That was the punchline. Do you remember it?
You hiding it or something?
Yeah. It was about me hiding your inhaler. I don't remember anything about the joke anymore.
I don't remember either.
Let's workshop it now in the podcast. That'll be interesting for people.
Craft our next viral tweet.
Where we start at the punchline so they already hate the joke. Because they know where it's going.
Yeah, then we work backwards on the formatting.
Hey everyone, welcome to All the Space in Between. My name is Mitch.
My name's Billy Blossom.
Whoa. Making them learn the full name.
Making them learn that's with an IE. An IE, everyone.
She's triggered.
Jot it down.
because we read one email this week where your name was spelled with a Y.
Yeah. Which I have to say, it just makes me sound like the what was it? Not the protagonist, the other one.
The bully.
Yeah. I don't know, the agitator in the story.
Yeah.
From an 80s movie,
Billy.
an 80s high school movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Billy.
Oh, there's Billy the bully.
Yeah.
We've talked about that on the show before.
With the mullet. Mm-hmm. I hate it.
I wish you had a mullet.
I might grow a little mullet. That might be the move after I start growing my hair out from being an egg.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
I hope you stick with the egg for a little longer, though.
It's been a year.
It's been a full fucking year?
Yeah.
With you with the shaved head?
I've been egged for a year.
Jesus.
Yeah.
How's it been?
Good.
Really?
Yeah. Less styling than you'd... Still a little bit, but not much at all.
I like it when it's like slightly grown out and then you decide to shave it again, but then it's just kind of poofy enough for it to stick up.
Yeah.
A little bit when you sleep funny.
Yeah.
Like when you drool on the pillow and that drool gets on your head. And then
yes, that does happen sometimes. Yeah.
And then just kind of sticks up on the side.
Okay, that's quite enough.
Yeah.
It's quite enough for telling everyone if I may or may not drool when I'm asleep.
So, recording this very last minute.
Yes.
Are we pushing it to its limits at this point?
Oh boy, it's a little late, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'll have just enough time to listen to this again as I'm editing it.
Yes.
Give it a one clean sweep. Edit out all the problematic shit you say. So that's an extra 2 hours of work.
Yeah.
Of diligent editing so that the episode still makes sense at the end of it. Because you are just slipping them in there.
Yeah,
you are slipping these slurs.
It interrupts the flow.
To the point where I don't think it adds to the story anymore.
Yeah.
It only takes away.
It just adds to the workflow. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the workload that you have to do.
Yeah. So
I just skip, when we finish recording, I just skip my merry way on out of here.
You literally just
bye.
leave off to your office
Later.
to go fuck off and do whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm stuck here just... It's one thing
cleaning up after my mistakes.
having to listen to all the problematic language and hot takes and slurs.
Yeah.
Wait, what did I say? I meant to say it's one thing to have to edit them. It's another thing to have to listen to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm like the only one that hears them.
Yeah.
That's really
And
bad.
a lot of them are directed at you, which is the funny thing to me.
Am I? Let's stop with this bit. I'm gonna end up saying. I'm gonna end up saying terminology that I think I'm only half allowed to use. So. So let's please stop now.
So Sarah on the side of no.
Thank you to the people that have been listening to the show and that have been
Cheers.
leaving reviews and that are
Yes.
listening on iTunes. I'm still very obsessed with those stats.
Love it.
So if you are listening, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, whether it be on Spotify or our great little website,
Our very own website.
allthespaceinbetween.com, all the same, thank you for supporting the show. It is very gradually growing, which gets me very excited. I don't want to peak. I want that gradual growth. And you know
Yes.
why I want that gradual growth? Money.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't profit off of one successful episode
We are chasing that bag.
with that sweet dollar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a literal bag, like, you know, like a robber's bag with a dollar sign on it.
Yeah.
That's full of cash. It's full
Chase
of singles
that bag,
and cash.
baby.
Yeah.
And that's actually true, though, isn't it? Like, if we had one really successful episode, like, if one episode really popped off because we had, like, a crazy guest on it, then that episode that did really, really well would mean nothing to us because we are only as good to the advertisers as our least successful episode
Yes.
in a 6-week span.
Yes.
What a crazy game.
Yeah, it's our minimum that counts.
I love it.
Though we could try. I could pretend to be like, I don't know, James Corden.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone who's British and famous. Fucking James Corden. Why not?
That's the only.
Fuck it.
I'm trying to think of one
I'm
other
trying
one.
to think of anyone else. And like,
I keep almost saying one of the Beatles, but it's always a dead one, so I have to stop myself.
me putting on a Liverpudlian accent.
Talk like Ringo. He's alive.
I can't talk like Ringo.
Try.
No, I
Okay.
can't. I can't do a Liverpudlian accent.
We can play that tape I have where he's.
He's reading Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah,
That's my favorite tape that you own.
I have a little cassette tape that I got from a thrift store a long time ago, and it's Thomas the Tank Engine, read by Ringo Starr.
By Ringo Starr. Yeah. Beautiful.
And the whole time he's just like the whole time. It's fucking
It's like, it's going to be
insufferable.
soothing for a child.
I know.
What
It
the
just gives
fuck?
me anxiety.
Yeah.
It's really bad. It's like he's talking down
Play
to
it
me.
backwards as your next noise piece.
That would bang, actually.
That'd be terrifying.
That would be
I love
very
it.
spooky.
Yeah.
So we have 3 questions.
Yes.
Let me set this up so we don't go over time. Most of the reason I want to go over time on this episode is because if we go too far over, I simply won't have enough time to put it up in
To
time.
edit and post
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So we're going to keep it nice and concise.
We're going to do it good.
Actually, before we get into the questions, even though I just said, hey, let's keep it concise, artistically, this last week has been so satisfying.
Oh, yeah.
Has been so good.
Oh, we've been doing things.
Can I talk a little bit about the X hotline?
Yes.
The triple X hotline I have. The now retired hotline. As people who are Flat Sound fans or fans of my art will know, for about a year now, I've had this hotline, and it was who cares what it was called because you can't call it anymore. And it was a place for people to call, and there'd be like a hidden message on there, and blah 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 blah. I've recently taken that away. It's
Yep.
over. The art piece is done.
Kaput.
It's nothing. You call the hotline and there's nothing now. Sorry to the people who enjoyed that, but we got an even cooler thing happening,
In the works.
and that is even better than the hotline.
Yeah. And
And
we've been
it-
working on it. And I do mean physically actually tinkering with
Yes. We have been physically messing with machines in order to get this thing to work, and it
Yeah.
is up and running, but unfortunately is only for patrons right now because we were doing this trial run of it, and I've already decided I'm not going to post about it on my main YouTube channel because that would just get an obscene amount of calls on this thing, and I don't want that. But I am going to post it about on my website in the next couple weeks probably.
Yeah.
So look forward to that. But artistically, this whole week, very satisfying. Very satisfying to open up these machines and actually think, what is broken about them?
Yes.
Well, how would we and just ordering parts online and things that we think will fix it and actually getting them to work? So satisfying.
So good.
Considering we collectively know nothing, it just feels incredible.
Yeah.
It feels really good.
Yes. It's
So
wonderful.
here's to doing more of that. I actually bought even more tinkering cassette stuff so that I can do an even cooler thing. And I'll explain it all when it's done.
You're speaking in such tantalizing not half truths, but just giving
all
little
true.
bits away. Yeah.
But I can't talk about it fully yet.
Yeah.
But just a little shout out to my artists out there pursuing something. It feels really good when you actually just spend like hours and hours a day on something,
Trying to
and
make
it
something
starts
work,
to,
and then it starts to work, and you're like, oh my God, I'm fucking smart.
and creatively your vision starts to like
Click into
starts
place.
to manifest. It starts to actually become this like physical thing, and you're like, whoa, it's actually working. Holy hell. So putting out that positive energy. If you're an artist and you're listening to this and you're putting off that project, you're putting off the thing because you think it'll be too much work, or you just do it.
Dive into it.
Chip
It's
away
fun.
at it.
Yeah.
Chip away at it. Once you figure it out, it's so worth it.
Good.
So good art week.
Yeah.
And
We're putting good
art
energy
weeks
out
to
there.
come. You want to get into our first question?
Let's do that. Okay. Our first email is entitled, Did someone mention trauma from a toilet? We did. It was us. And it goes, Mibblichi. Oh, how I wish I could have had advice for this before it happened. But in the rare chance anyone else ever goes through this, please help. So, I was in a public bathroom next to a supermarket earlier today, and inside was a mother with her 2 kids. Kids were complaining a little, but not much more than I would be expecting from 2 toddlers. I needed to pee and went about my business. A couple seconds after I closed the door, I hear the kids start crying. It sounded like a tantrum cry. I was midway peeing, then her mother starts banging on the door, begging me to open it. Please, you need to open the door right now. She kind of had an accent, so it was tricky to understand. I apologized and explained the situation like, I'm kind of in the middle of something, sorry. The child is still crying. I was thinking, wow, this kid's having quite a fuss. The mother is almost begging me to open the door now. I look around the stall to see if maybe the kid had left a toy, or maybe she was playing in the stall and was mad I was there. I thought to myself, what a funny situation to be in. Oh, how I was wrong. I finish relieving my bladder, mum's still banging, child still crying. I open the door. The kid's finger was stuck in it. The whole time I was peeing. Luckily, I speed pee, what I refer to as spee, so I was max in there for like a minute and a half. The mother death glares me. I tried to see how mangled the kid's finger was while frantically apologizing and asking her if she needed me to call an ambulance or anything. God. She just said, you need to listen when people talk to you. I wish that was the end, but after me awkwardly apologizing a few more times, I left the toilet to meet with my friend. I was telling her the story about this wild mum and child whose fingers I nearly dismantled, and I look up just as she is walking past. Still death glaring. Fuck me. Although, I did catch a glimpse of the kid's hand, and it looked fine. All fingers were still intact and no blood, so woohoo, that's what I call a win. But I don't think I'll ever use public restrooms again. Every time I think about it, I shake a little. Is it my thought? Was the angry mother right? Should I open the stall door if someone asks me to and risk peeing over everything? Please help prevent this traumatizing event from happening to other innocent people. Much love, this person's name.
Yikes.
But yes, if you send an automated response, it'll make my week.
Oh. Send them one.
I don't have the option to from here.
Really?
How weird is...
Maybe I can see it on my
response
phone.
isn't here.
I'm not seeing any auto. Will you go to, if you click reply? No. If you click reply, then
No,
it'll.
it just goes into reply. My auto response is gone.
Oh, man.
We definitely saw it from the computer, though. Maybe I'll send you an auto response from the computer.
Yeah, we'll remember to do that after we record.
Yes.
Because we're not on the computer right now. We're sitting on comfy, stylish couches. Mm-hmm. That's horrible.
Yes.
You're a horrible person who hurts children. And you do
Awful
it
of you.
for the selfish need to piss.
Just a piss.
Just to go pee pee.
I mean, when I read the question, my assumption was that like the kid really needed to pee.
Yeah.
That's what
Or
I
maybe
thought was
like
gonna happen.
wet themselves or something.
Yeah. That's what I thought it was. Not that they were just screaming in pain. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
When we skimmed this email, we both gasped at that part, being like, oh, oh no.
Like your child's fingers were stuck in the door. I was like, oh my god.
That does make you kind of bad.
Dude, thank god it was only a piss.
Yeah.
A speed pee.
And it was only a kid.
That's worse. That's much worse.
I don't know. They'll
Jesus.
get over it.
Oh my god.
It makes it
I
a funnier
feel so bad.
story if it's a kid.
I suppose.
I would have felt worse if it was like an adult, like an old person.
Oh,
Yeah.
they don't recover very well. They don't bounce
No,
back as
that'll
good.
bruise their whole arm. That'll give them a bruise up to their shoulder.
Oh my god, I hate this. But I've never been in a situation where I'm peeing and someone's just banging on the door, being like, "Open the door, open the door." I don't know what I would do.
I guess I would be like, why?
I guess
that's
that would be
kind
the smart thing to do.
Well, even without saying why, I think the mother should have definitely been like, open the door, my child's finger is caught.
Yes.
But she didn't speak much English. Was that the thing?
They said she had an accent.
Oh, she had an accent.
Yeah.
What kind? Just Australian. But
British.
Still worth mentioning.
Couldn't understand her through her Liverpudlian Ringo Starr accent.
It was Ringo
It was
Starr.
Ringo Starr. I didn't know what he was saying.
I guess the moral of this tale is the mom is in the wrong here. The mother should have communicated in some way that, hey, my child's finger is caught in the door.
Right.
Even just imagining this thing being like a 30-second ordeal is so funny to me.
I know.
They just have to
a child
sit there
screaming. Oh
with
my
their finger
God.
caught in it.
Ugh.
And they're like, hold on.
Ugh.
And you're just taking a leisurely shit. Like really scrolling through fucking the Instagram stories. Just scrubbing through them one by one, maybe getting back to a couple
like,
DMs.
Yeah, not even just like the first four that are like from people that you like care about, but just getting like deep into the Instagram stories.
Yeah, you're seeing like what your coworkers are up to that day because it's your day off.
Yeah, and it's them just zooming into their dog with the heart like do 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 do.
Yeah, so it's not worth seeing.
It's just bullshit.
And then when you scrub through all that, you're just like, eh. You know what I haven't played in a while? Candy Crush. And you open that up and start, and they're over there screaming. But at that point, you're like, I mean, it's a them problem. They're probably not even. He probably already pissed himself.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then, as to not make a scene, you kind of like.
You're like, oh, I'm just gonna like wait in here until they leave.
Yeah. And then after they don't leave, you know, like for a while, you sort of crawl under the stall without them noticing. And kind of sneak out.
Climb up into the fucking edge. Get up onto the back of the toilet seat and slip out the window.
Shimmy your way. Was this at a mall? This was at a mall, right?
It was in a supermarket.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you shimmy your way through the air duct and come crashing down in the soup aisle before running
Jesus
away.
Christ. Oh my God.
They're there for 2.5 hours before they realize you are no longer there.
Quick question. This person specifically says they're in a supermarket.
Mm-hmm.
Do you say supermarket here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Because every American public restroom that I've been in has like a disconcertingly large gap between like the door and the stool. Every single one. Like large so that you can like see through it.
What in the fuck does that have to do with me calling it a supermarket?
Because I was thinking like... Because if they're from England, then I can, and they called it a supermarket because that's what we call the shops.
Oh, okay.
Then I would be like, right, that's how you get your fingers caught. But like, I've never seen one over here that you could even get your fingers caught in.
Oh, they may be from another country. Certainly could be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen both for sure. I've certainly seen both.
Anyway, this is a tragedy, but a funny one. that I appreciate hearing about.
I'm sure the kid is fine.
They said there was no blood, so there you go.
Well, yeah, they cleaned up all the blood. They were already in the bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you looked at the wrong hand. The other hand was just like covered in bandages.
Just a little club hand covered in like a big mitten.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have in your supermarkets, if you go to the grocery store and you said, like, okay, have you ever gone to a grocery store and said, hey, can I use the bathroom? And not can I use the bathroom? What are you asking? Like your teacher's there. Do you have a restroom? And may I use it? I'm still asking for permission. I don't know why. But
yeah,
they lead you to like where the employees use the restroom and it's like in the back.
That's only happened to me one time and it was here.
It's so cool.
Yeah. Like it's like a secret one.
Yeah, like you walk in through like the little doors that open up like that, you know, that kind of fold open, and you're just there with all the like, it just looks like a warehouse back there. Yeah. And then they're like, it's like over there to the left, and it's just like, and like you can see where the trucks pull in and shit. I got so comfortable at the local Albertsons when I was a kid that I used to just go back there without asking.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I just walk back there and then like if a person would be like, hey, what are you doing back here? I'm like, oh, I'm just using the bathroom. And they're just like, oh, okay.
You walk back there, hop on a truck, start moving boxes around.
It'd have been so easy to steal food.
I work it now.
You just would have walked back there, took the food, and walked out this giant back door where the trucks pulled in, you know, like just this giant back exit.
Yeah. Stealing just handfuls and handfuls of instant ramen. As much as you can carry.
A total of $3 worth of instant ramen.
A whole bin bag full and it's worth $2.50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that would have got me in the least amount of trouble. But yeah, I used to use that bathroom all the time. I've shaved in that bathroom before.
Why?
I needed to shave.
Needed to shave then and there.
Yeah.
It was an emergency?
I was out for like a week. I hadn't been home.
Okay.
And I was like staying at friends' houses and stuff. And so then
your friends didn't have bathrooms?
Well, they definitely did. But I was like going downstairs to meet somebody and I was like, oh, I'm looking a little. And I was like, this was very much in my like, I wore lots of makeup phase. And I really didn't like to mix the makeup with like a lot of scruff.
Yeah.
At a young age.
Yeah.
I was like, that looks kind of weird. Now I think it looks sick. But at the time I was like, no.
Right.
And I bought a horrible little like, I went to the dollar store and I wish I could have just gotten one for $1 because then it probably would have been higher quality. But I got like a one of those giant, like there was like 40 in them. Just a giant
like
bag.
One of the display packs that they like hang out of just disposable horrible ones.
I had never in my life shaved with a razor with only one blade before. And it was I bled so much. It felt so bad.
That's kind of goth. That's kind of adding to the look a little bit.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool, and I didn't just look like I had horrible razor burn as I sat at a coffee shop at 16.
Oh, your poor skin. Getting razor burn and then putting makeup on. Oh.
Yeah. I don't think I was doing foundation at that point, though. So I think I was golden.
Good.
I was good. I was just in pain.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's the mom's fault.
Yeah. You don't have to do anything. You're an angel. You're perfect just the way that you are.
Are we doing the next question?
Yeah.
This one, I'm going to go for it. But my dyslexia has been hitting different lately. So we'll see how good I do because it's
we'll see how it goes.
A bit of a lengthy one, but I'm going to give it my best shot. It's called Pissies and Shitties. Jesus.
Okay.
It goes, hi, Billy, and I guess if I have to include him, Mitch. I am writing to you not with a pickle, but instead with a bucket of some gooey little nuggets of information that you might be inclined to munch on while you record your podcast at the last possible minute. Ooh, they're calling us out big time.
Yeah, they really are.
Pissies and Shitties, as I'm sure you could guess by the name, is a type of movie theater snack that originated in Texas. The gist of it is that you take your bucket of popcorn and you pour your soda out all over it, and then you eat the mushy remains, which, after the soda moistening process has been completed, are called Pissies and Shitties. Depending on where you go, by the way, Pissies and Shitties may show up on the theater concession stand menu as simply Pissy Shitties. But don't worry, it is still the same gourmet dish.
Jesus.
I'm sure that at this point you're wondering, Pissies and shitty sounds amazing. Why haven't I heard of it before? Well, the main thing that has how do you say this word?
Stymied.
Stymied. I need to use that word more.
Maybe it's stymied. I don't know.
Like when you stifle something. That's a sty, right? This is a stymied? I'm going to go with stymied.
Okay.
Well, the main thing that has stymied, I'm probably saying that wrong, the expansion of this truly delectable snack from a niche victual to a worldwide staple is the infrastructural hurdles. You see, not enough movie theaters maintain an ample stock of piss buckets. When you order Pissies and Shitties, you have to get a piss bucket. Otherwise, don't agree with this, as you're following along, otherwise, as you watch the movie, the soda will leak out of the bottom of the popcorn bucket and you'll have sticky, pissy shitties all over your jeans, and who wants that? Piss buckets are specially made with a reinforced bottom to hold in all your liquids so you can enjoy your pissies and shitties without the fear of getting piss all over your pants and ruining your date. I hope you enjoyed learning about pissies and shitties, and I sincerely hope that the next time y'all two decide to have a romantic movie night, you can eat some pissies and shitties together and become closer partners as a result of it. Just don't forget your piss bucket. You've gotta make sure to use protection when you make pissy shitties. Thanks for letting me contribute to all the space in between, the internet's premier shit and pits podcast. With love, and then very bravely they use their name. This person's name. P.S. To correct the conclusion you two drew in episode 22, a pissant, Jesus, is not simply a shit. It is specifically a shit that doesn't come with any piss, i.e. a shit where there isn't piss, i.e. a pissant. That answers that.
I like that explanation better than any other one that we've got.
We've got a lot of explanations on Twitter about that episode. If you don't know what we're talking about, episode 22, go look it up. I think it's literally just called Pissant. Let me just read that one more time so it really sinks in. To correct the conclusion you two drew in episode 22, a pissant is not simply a shit. It is specifically a shit that does not come with any piss, i.e. a shit where there isn't piss, i.e. a pissant.
A shit where the piss isn't.
Yes, very good.
Good.
Wait, did someone suggest that on Twitter?
I don't know.
I don't know. PPS, I highly recommend using either full-fat Coke or Diet Dr. Pepper in your pissies and shitties. They've got the flavors most complementary to the popcorn.
Right.
And email.
So, hard to contain myself through that whole saga and not...
Try it.
Not fuck off downstairs and go try it right away.
Microwave some popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, we've got the ingredients. Damn.
We do have some soda, yeah.
Shit.
A nice Faygo. And
a nice flat Faygo.
A nice flat expired rock and rye.
Yeah.
In a glass bottle.
I've got root beer.
You do. You have some Hanson's root beer.
Root beer would be good with this?
No, I don't think anything will be good with this because here's the thing. I don't think it's real. So
yeah, right. Yeah, that's the next thing. Is this person fucking having us on?
We specifically did not look this up because once we read this fucking email, we were like, all right, so this is what we're going to do.
This is fake. This has to be fake.
We're going to read it on the show before looking up whether or not that this is real.
Yeah.
I'm saying this is completely fucking fake and they're fucking with us.
I don't know.
This is no way that this is real.
I want to believe that it's real. But I can't believe that it's real enough to the point where they like
have it on the concession stand.
Yeah, like as a titled thing. As a titled thing.
Like it's called other things. But it
sometimes
also,
it's called pissies and shees. Sometimes it's just called pissy shees.
I like how they
I don't think you can go and ask for it like that.
I like how they wove in and out of using both terminology.
Yeah.
You know that this person's well traveled because of that. that they've lived in multiple parts of Texas, right? So it originated in Texas. Mm-hmm. People who either know or don't. Okay, if pissy, shitty, I'm going to go with pissies and shitties.
Okay.
There's no way this is real. If it is real, the people who know about this are just like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
This is awesome. And
but they're keeping a tight fucking lid on it.
Because I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it. You think if it was real, we would have seen at least one viral tweet about it.
Well, to be fair, I never heard of a soggy biscuit until you brought it up to me on the show.
That's
Granted,
true.
I've gotten a lot of tweets from people saying, Mitch, you have to try it.
It's fantastic.
It's amazing. It is
Chef
the
kiss.
only way to end a night with the bros
With the lads.
is with the soggiest little biscuit. So I know now that that's totally fucking real.
But Texas is also like 4 times the size of the UK. So
Also worth mentioning, after the episode, you know how on this podcast we will often manifest things?
yeah.
Like
We're gonna publish this episode.
it's all Twitter's going to be talking about.
Yeah, and then the viral tweet will appear.
Yeah.
It'll
And I'm
appear
not even
on
saying it's because
Wednesday.
of this podcast either. I'm saying we will literally manifest it.
Yes.
Like they will not hear of the podcast, but then it will catch on in its own way. Like when we
Yeah.
were talking about dabbing your dick.
Yes.
We talked about that, and then it's all I heard for like a month on Twitter was just some random local tweets from people being like, wait, guys don't wipe their dicks?
Or they do, or whatever side of the fence you're on.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, we were just talking. We talked about that like
I'd
2
never
weeks
seen
ago.
anyone else ever talk about it before. So this is gonna the pops the top's about to pop on this.
Right.
If it's real.
The episode where we talked about soggy biscuits, though, never heard about it.
No.
And then, like a week later, I was doing something with my brother, and he had made a joke referencing a soggy biscuit. And I go, "Did you just say soggy biscuit?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh,
I
it's
just
crazy."
learned what that
I
is.
literally I'm 29.
Yeah.
Like with this, why did it just then happen? Why did I never hear
Yeah,
about it before and then only heard about
Yeah,
it then?
and your brother, who you talked to a lot and went through your entire teenage years with, had never mentioned it or made
No.
a joke about it before.
And he's older than me.
Yeah,
So I don't know. Are we Googling this now?
we have to.
Okay, so I'm
We have to
Googling.
we have to find out if we're being made fools of. But what the fuck do we can't just search
I'm just Googling pissies and shitties.
We can't just search pissies and shitties.
I'm doing it right now.
I'm so scared of what's gonna come up.
Oh my God. Urban Dictionary from 2016. Pissy shitties. An American treat/tradition that we have in movie theaters. You make pissy shitties by pouring Pepsi into a bucket of popcorn. It makes the popcorn mushy and you eat it while you watch the movie.
I don't know
From
if
2016.
I don't know if Urban Dictionary is a good source, though. Is a good source of things that are true.
Okay, but there's also okay. This person didn't just make it up because it's already on Urban Dictionary and it has two definitions.
Yeah.
And the other one is the same. It's just written by another person. Like another person wrote it. It's called Pissy Shitties, the act of pouring your extra large beverage of choice into the movie theater. Well, how am I reading this wrong? It's really hitting hard. The act of pouring your extra large beverage of choice at the movie theater into a bucket of popcorn, this resulting in a mushy concoction. And both of these things have like 50, 60 thumbs up. Are you finding something else?
Well, the third link is to Tumblr. And it's just someone saying, it's an ask, and it says, is the pissy shitties post serious? Sorry, I'm autistic and really bad at detecting sarcasm. And the answer is, not sarcastic per se, but there are no pissy shitties, much to everyone's disappointment. Not that I think mixing Pepsi and popcorn would be good, but I wish we actually had a food item called pissy shitties. So how okay, it's real in the fact that people know what it is and they know what it means. But is it like at movie concession stands? You know?
Okay.
Also, if I go to images, what's going to happen?
I don't think you'll see any pictures of it.
I'm seeing screenshots of Tumblr and 4chan posts about it.
I'm seeing a screenshot from a Tumblr conversation, and it starts out with someone saying the weirdest thing about the UK is that they don't clap at the end of movie trailers with what the fuck. And then someone saying, not to mention the fact that they don't pour their Pepsis into their buckets of popcorn and eat the resulting mush known as pissy shitties here in the good old US of A. Someone says, what the fuck is pissy shitties? Person comes back and saying, pissy shitties is when you mix Pepsi and popcorn to create a rich and smooth treat. Excellent for enjoying a movie with friends. Someone says, whoa, slow down there. Canadian joining the party. It's getting a little Reddit for
I hate Tumblr.
I can't believe I had to read that. Americans clap at the end of their trailers, like every trailer, or do you mean just the movie? And is pissy shitties an actual thing? Yada, yada, yada. A person saying, here in the USA, most theaters sell buckets meant specifically for pissy shitties called piss buckets, et cetera, et cetera. I think this is a meme.
This has to be fake.
I think this is a Tumblr meme now.
I think this is like a meme that came to life, you know?
I don't even think it came to life.
I think people have eaten it.
I think people have tried it,
and I
sure.
think people do it, but I'm not seeing any visual evidence of the bucket. You think that somewhere there'd be a picture of the bucket, right?
This is a roller coaster because I originally thought fake, and then I was like, holy shit, it's real.
It's
and
real?
now I'm right back to thinking that this was just something that a person joked about on Tumblr, and now we're referencing that joke.
Yes.
It's an American saying, oh, you guys don't have pissy shitties?
Yeah.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
That's where I stand on this. I think it's a fucking joke.
It has to be. But at the same time, I want to fucking try it now.
I don't.
I do. Yeah, you had popcorn and milk?
Excuse me?
What do you mean, excuse me?
I've
I've
had
seen you eat popcorn and milk.
You've seen me
I've
eat
seen you
popcorn
put
and milk.
popcorn into a bowl of milk.
Oh, honey. You mean kettle corn? Yeah, I've done that. Yeah, I ate it like cereal. I remember that.
Kettle corn is popcorn.
Of course it is. Of course it is, yeah.
Yeah. I thought I was being gaslit for a minute.
That
there.
was good.
Yeah, right?
I had this habit for a while where like the apple cinnamon Cheerios we were eating were just not sweet enough. Mm-hmm. Or sometimes it was the frosted Cheerios we were eating were just not sweet enough. I don't know. I don't know why. I was really on a sugar kick then. I just had like a candida overgrowth. I didn't know about it.
Craving it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The bugs inside.
It was a bug in my stomach.
The microorganisms telling you to eat sugar.
That told me to feed it more.
Yeah.
So I did. But this was like before I moved.
Yeah.
And I fell into the really hard habit of like whenever we had cereal in the morning, and it was already very sugary cereal.
Yeah.
The milk I had left over, it wasn't just normal kettle corn. This was like really coated.
Yeah, like sweet, like
it was like a caramel
Yeah.
kettle corn thing.
Yeah.
And it was really sweet. And it was really coated.
Yeah.
So when you put it in the milk, it didn't immediately go soft, but it's weird because it kind of did. Like the inside of the popcorn went kind of soft. The outside like remained a shell.
Yeah, because of all the sugar on it.
And you bit into it, and it was very satisfying and good.
It was really good.
So I would just pour some of that in my remaining milk and eat that with a spoon.
Yeah.
And it was delicious.
Yeah.
Says the parasite in me.
Says the tapeworm that lives inside you. It's coming up through your throat and just talking into the microphone right now. It was delicious.
That's like that. That's like you've never seen the Futurama movies, right?
No.
The Beast with a Million Backs is like exactly that.
Oh.
I think it'll like come out through their mouth and like speak for them. So yeah, it was that.
Yeah.
Like to the point where I wasn't even eating it. I was just like putting the spoon up to my mouth and feeding the tapeworm that was out of my mouth.
It was coming up through your esophagus.
Yeah. That's cute though. Yeah, my tapeworm had a real sweet tooth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was like
but yeah, you did that like not once either. You did it regularly.
I did it a lot for months.
A time. Yeah, for a period.
And then I was like, my stomach hurts, so I stopped.
Oh, I'm sick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I've got a heartburn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this boy's eating Cheerios and then pouring popcorn on top of them.
So I have done
eating
that.
Popcorn like cereal.
But I wouldn't do that if it was just mush at the bottom. The reason I did that is because it was so satisfying because it still had this shell, but it was mush in the middle.
Yeah.
And you bit into that and it was like unexpected. Mm. It was a twist.
Oh, so the thing that I was initially thinking when we first read the email was that I can more imagine it happening in the UK because in the UK, our popcorn at theaters is salty or sweet, and that's it. You got salt on it, or you got sweet.
Oh yeah, you guys don't do butter.
We don't do butter.
You guys don't do butter at all?
No, you can't. You can't go to a cinema and be like, "Give me butter." They'd be like, "Go to a restaurant and buy some."
Have you had buttered popcorn?
Yeah, here.
Is it good?
No, kinda.
What? It's very good.
It's not as good as just salt popcorn to me.
But it still has salt on it. Just helps the salt stick.
Yeah,
how does your salt stick?
I don't know. It's just hot. It sticks. But it's just like there might be butter. I don't know. There's something that helps it stick, but you can't just get pumps of butter. It doesn't exist.
Oh, yeah, that's an American thing. We love that hot pump of butter.
Yeah.
Over
so
our bucket.
I particularly can't imagine it with the buttered popcorn and the soda.
You can definitely order popcorn without the butter, and that's what I was imagining here. But none of this matters because it's fake. But the real pissy shitties is
Friends that we made along the way.
is the thing that I've actually done, which is pouring really thick coated caramel corn candy. It's not candy. What is it? It's just kettle corn.
Yeah.
But it's so
flavor.
thick. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just like it's like lightly drizzled or anything, or just kind of like each of them are like coated and completely brown.
Yes.
Pour that into your almond milk. That's already very sweet.
That's already sweetened vanilla with a hint of honey. Yeah.
Well, and it was the remnants of my sugary cereal.
And it's cereal milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to do that, I think I've come the closest to having pissies and shitties. I have.
Out of the two of us, yes.
Well, I think out of anyone, no
Out
one's
of
done
anyone?
this.
But you're not the only person to have done the milk thing.
Popcorn and milk?
Yeah.
I guess I'm not.
Because we read about it being an old-timey thing.
Yeah, Alton Brown actually on an old episode of Good
Yeah,
Eats,
maybe
which
it
is
was
back
Alton
now.
Brown. Yes.
Good Eats is back now.
And you're very excited.
I'm very excited, but
Not a sponsor, but we're very excited.
Good Eats sponsor. What would they give? I guess just money. We'd speak about it.
Yeah.
No one needs to be told to watch Good Eats. Okay,
Yeah.
everyone's just watching it. No one's talking to me about it,
Which is a crime.
which is dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had an episode about like popcorn or maybe popcorn or something like that, like a long time ago. And he was like, pour it in a bowl, add some milk, add some sugar, eat it as a whatever. It's good.
Yes.
And I was like, that's such a fucking good idea, Alton. You're so fucking good, Alton.
Yeah.
You look so good as a bald guy, Alton.
This person in the email was smart for confining it to Texas. Because the posts that we saw, the Tumblr posts and stuff, they were just like,
It's a thing in the
In the
US.
USA.
Yeah.
and if they'd said that, you would have been like, fuck
Nope.
no, this is fake.
Never heard of it.
Though you could have joined in on the joke and fooled me because I'm very fucking gullible. You
Yeah.
can tell me anything happens here and I'll believe you.
It's true.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Yes. I'm very gullible to things like that. But they confine it to Texas, where you have never been.
Right.
So how the fuck do we know what they do in Texas?
That's true.
You almost had us.
But we don't believe it.
But I will try.
Absolutely not. Why with the soda? Just try the milk thing. Everyone just try the milk thing. Popcorn and...
Okay, everyone try the milk. Yeah, I guess just have popcorn and milk. And then if you want to put something in your soda, make it vegan ice cream.
Yeah. That's the
Make a brown
takeaway
cow.
here. Also, I'm just going to go and say we don't have time for a third question.
We don't. I was
No.
just noticing that.
So because it's a very long question.
It is.
And we're definitely just going to wrap up now.
Yes.
But I encourage the listeners to try popcorn and milk, particularly some type of vegan milk. But hey, if you're still drinking cow milk, fucking that's your disgusting
that's
choice.
on you.
You fucking
That's
freaky
on you,
monster.
Dude. That's your homework for this week. That's
your milk of choice.
That's your challenge
Yeah.
for this week.
Just a little bit of sugar, a little bit of
Yeah.
popcorn in your milk and eat it like cereal. Just a small amount. I feel like if you do a big bowl of it, it'll all turn to mush. If you just do a small amount of it and
small
just
amount.
eat it kind of quickly.
And don't have it for your breakfast.
No, have it for your breakfast.
No, asterisk as part of a balanced breakfast.
Oh yeah, have it with like
Asterisk.
have it with like a glass of orange juice, another glass of milk somehow.
And a toast.
Yeah, one toast with jam on it
Yeah.
and a banana.
That's balanced breakfast.
Have I said this before on the show? I feel like I have, but you know in cereal commercials when they're like part of a balanced breakfast and
Yeah.
then it's
And
all
they
the
show
things that we
that.
named.
Yes.
It's like the sugary cereal, but they're like, we can't tell people to eat this.
We
for
can't,
breakfast.
nutritionally, this is not actually a whole meal and we can't tell people this is breakfast.
Even though most people
so
are
they
having it for
put a
breakfast.
fucking croissant next to it.
Right. They'll put a bunch of stuff next to it. When they say part of a balanced breakfast, especially in the 90s,
Yeah.
they showed it next to a glass of orange juice.
Yeah.
And with a bit of fruit and
Yeah.
with a fucking muffin
Yeah.
and with with toast with jam on it and stuff. And I when I was in like the 6th grade, I was like, I'm going to have a balanced breakfast one day. I'm going to
One
have
day
a
I'll fucking do it.
One day I'll have a balanced breakfast and I'm going to feel good because all I eat
I'm
is
gonna,
the
I'm
cereal.
gonna live like a king that day.
All I have is the cereal and then I fuck off.
Yeah.
I should have the balanced breakfast. So I made myself the cereal and I put in some toast and I had a glass of orange juice and I had something else. But there's something about mixing because I was certainly drinking like cow's milk at that point.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, there's something about mixing the dairy milk with orange juice that didn't sit right with my
That's
stomach.
really
First of
bad.
all, it was way too much fucking food.
Yeah.
I was like uncomfortably full. And then I went to go outside and play with my friends, and I ended up vomiting.
Oh, no.
I just yacked in a field.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I was running around too much, getting that special kind of 6th grade sweaty, you know? You're just coming into your hormones. You're barely... In the 5th grade is when I started getting armpit hair. And I had but just a thin amount of it.
Not enough to make you not slippery.
Yeah, but just enough for my family to tease me about it.
Oh, yeah.
And I was... So I love being that age because it's just... You're just starting to fucking smell. You're running around getting all kinds of summer sweaty, and you've had a balanced breakfast, and what do? You just fucking yak in a field.
Everywhere. You just pick it up.
Right
Which
into a
is
fucking field.
The opposite to what you think. If you have a balanced breakfast, you're going to feel better.
I thought I was going to be like, a Tony the Tiger-esque athlete.
Yeah.
And I was not.
No.
Not even close.
No.
Thank you,
sorry.
everybody, for listening to All the Space in Between. This is yet another... What? I don't even know what episode. 34?
30-something.
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 Thank you guys so much for listening. This has been All the Space in Between, and my name is Mitch.
I'm Billy. Please subscribe to our thing if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Please hit a follow, hit a subscribe. You can rate us if you want. That's really helpful. But you can find every other place to listen to us on our website, which is
allthespaceinbetween.com. And if you have a stinky little pickle, if you are in a predicament, or if you just want to share something with us that you would like us to read on the show, please, I encourage you, no, I demand you.
I implore you.
I fucking need it. I need you to send an email to
allthespaceinbetween@gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening.
We will talk to you next time.
Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.